Catherine Duddy Wood is the Chief Executive Officer and Chief Investment Officer of Ark Invest, an American investment management firm she founded. And she shared some of her secrets with us, so that we might become as wealthy as she is. If this piques your interest, please see the video to the conclusion and hit the like button. Furthermore, newcomers should subscribe immediately. Hey there, and thanks for joining me here on Stockology. And let us get this video started. Cathie Wood has stated that they anticipate the value of Bitcoin to exceed $1 million by 2030. Continue watching to find out how we'll get there. In Big Ideas 2022, you'll see how we populate it. And it's all sensible if you look at how we get there. The most fantastical element of our plan is that this is a necessary insurance policy for everyone on the globe. But that's all part of the plan. Big Ideas 2022. We first developed 4 technology platforms for Ark, including DNA sequencing, artificial intelligence, robotics, and energy storage. Then in 2011, Bitcoin emerged as the centerpiece of the next generation of the internet, largely thanks to the efforts of Brett Winton. He serves as our research director at AllianceBernstein. Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency that can buy goods and services online. Ark was founded in 2014 after the founders got through Mt. Gox and decided to focus on the next generation of the internet instead. By 2015, the team had done enough research on Bitcoin to publish their first paper. Can Bitcoin serve the 3 roles of money? They enlisted the help of the renowned fiscal policy expert, Art Laffer, who was asked to tear this paper apart to prove that Bitcoin was not a suitable replacement for traditional currency. Cathie asked him how big it could be, and Art replied, "Well, how big is the US monetary base now? Bitcoin was $250. So, is it roughly a $6 billion network value or market gap?" I said, "You'd want the price rule as opposed to the store of value." Which quantity, he says. But he said, "I may not agree with the rule because I was thinking more about inflation." Cathie also narrated this. When he inquired about the amount of money involved, I informed him that $4.5 trillion was at stake. He concluded his remarks by stating, "There you have it, that's your solution." Because I was so impressed, I put a significant amount of money into the paper, and the analyst who had written it at the time, Chris Berniske. Cathie continued, "I'm not sure whether I have ever told anyone this, but I invested $100,000 and have kept every single bit of it. I was forced to invest in a security with a longer holding time. Therefore, because of this requirement, I needed help to do what I wanted with the fund. We live in the Chelsea neighborhood of New York City. Fortunately, my husband and I uncovered Grayscale, a Bitcoin investing company just 1 block away. We are already witnessing this phenomenon with businesses leaving the country due to the regulatory uncertainty under the current administration. However, under a more pro-innovation administration, I believe that the regulatory gap will be closed by allowing the conversion of grayscale assets into Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs, as Cathie stated. We are already witnessing this phenomenon with businesses leaving the country due to regulatory uncertainty under the current administration. All of our attempts at innovation have met with resistance, so this is nothing new. It's a little different to describe since this isn't exactly a business, but more of a finance issue. But it's a monetary system, and economics is my strong suit. Questions are something we frequently encounter. People are always interested in hearing Cathie's unique perspective on the cryptocurrency market, so here goes. I think people love to hear our take about crypto broadly, but what we talk about is in the way I just described Bitcoin, that's the money revolution. And then we have the financial services revolution, D5, a little more centralized. Then we also have the next generation internet revolution around digital property rights. Cathie also added that how we depict this new world strikes a responsive chord, especially with the younger generation, who are now dragging their parents along for the ride. Yes, and they're introducing Ark to their parents as well. Many people look at Ark and say, I think we're on the defensive. We are on the offense. And in a couple of ways, we've started a crossover public-private venture fund, which will be our first social distribution strategy. So it will be distributed on the Titan app, Andrews and Horowitz funded company. As I indicated, this crypto asset strategy will encompass all three revolutions. As such, there will be ample chance to increase returns relative to Bitcoin or any other benchmark through active management. This is what Cathie Wood, an investor and cryptocurrency expert, has to say about investing in general and Bitcoin in particular. What are your reactions and opinions to her statements? Do you agree with her assessment that Bitcoin is the currency of the future? Leave a comment below and let us know. Click the like button if you found this video to be informative. Additionally, click the subscribe box if this is your first time here. We appreciate your viewing it and hope to see you again in one of our future videos.